Hello, gamers. Welcome to the second episode of Let's Talk About Brickhill podcast. This episode, I am joined by Blocky, one of the first beta users of Brickhill, one of the first users of Brickhill ever, to be honest. He also owns like a YouTube channel. He's one of the members of the Brickhill podcast. I'm pretty sure it's called. Correct? Am I correct?
Yes.
All right, the Brickcast. Yes, that's what it was. All right. So yeah, welcome to the second episode of the podcast. So yeah, I'm just gonna ask you a few questions. Just
sure.
So one of my first questions is, how exactly did you sign up to Brickhill? I'm just curious, honestly. How?
It really depends on what you mean by, like, do you mean more so how do you join Brickhill? How do you find it?
Yeah.
Or how the sign up process was back then? Oh, how I found it.
Yeah, like how did the big spaceman find you?
Okay, so basically, I've already told the story many other times, but I'll say it again. Basically, I was friends with Brick Luke, right?
Yeah.
And before, like on Block City during 2016, he was named Tetris, and eventually he asked me on the Skype call, like, "Hey, do you want to be a beta tester?" I'm like, yeah, sure. A couple of days happen, and then he gives me, and a couple of days occur, and he gives me my key, and from that I sign up because, again, like, I was friends with good old Luke. And the day after that, I asked Luke if he can generate another key for Peanut, my sister. So he does, and there you go. The origin story of both Peanut and me.
Amazing. Now another question. What am I saying? Is a lot of people have been wondering what the heck happened to Brickcast, and honestly, I have too. I haven't had a lot of time to ask, but the Brickhill forum said there was something up with a rag. But with the Brickhill forums, you can never trust them. They're like every person on that episode of Cops. You never trust them. You know exactly what's happening. But so I'm just curious. Like, there hasn't been like an episode in, like, what has it been, like a month?
The thing is again, like, it's school season.
Yeah.
Right. People have been working on their essays. People have been working on their, their signatures. People have been working on schoolwork. And, because of all of that, because of all the busyness, and the fact that, Rebecca is from the other end of the world, right? Britain, or somewhere around there, I forget. But, yeah, because of that, we're all too busy. When me and Rebecca are able to record, Rag ends up busy. When me and Rag want to record, Rebecca ends up busy. And when Rebecca and Rag wants to record, I end up busy. It's just, again, like I said a while ago, Brickcast is not ended, hasn't ended, and hasn't been canceled at all. It's just right now, technically it's on hiatus, but an episode can drop at any moment.
Yeah. So I know how that feels because I used to own a podcast called the Brickhill podcast, which is why I said the Brickhill podcast. It had one episode. It had one episode.
You'll come to know that making podcasts on Brickhill is kind of difficult, but we had a good system going.
Yeah.
We had a few questions. We had things we can, speak about.
Yeah.
It's going good.
And it got a lot of views, and you guys got a decent following, a ton of views for Brickhill videos, like on average. Like, I say a ton for Brickhill videos would be 1,000 and over, but 300, I can barely kick off 300 on videos when they've been out for a month, and it's pretty crazy. But that's really, really good and stuff. And, like, I actually watched a few. I watched, like, a few minutes of, like, a few beginnings of some of them, and they're pretty entertaining. Sometimes I'm thinking of, like, usually when I'm bored, I'm, like, doing, like, yard work or something with my family, I'll just throw on a podcast. I keep saying, you know what, I'm going to listen to this podcast. I'm going to listen to every single episode and get caught up. I always forget.
Honestly, I don't blame you. So sometimes you go more into the technical aspects of it, the more, nitty gritty, and I don't blame you for being, like, completely bored of it, or, like, it's not for everyone. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, if you want to know about Brickhill history, I'm a beta user, Rag is a beta user, and Rebecca is a near beta user, so we all know our stuff. So if you really want to get a better insight within Brickhill's history and how it worked, and just view Brickcast,
So yeah, I'm also curious. If I'm correct, you were around for the first Brickhill Halloween, am I correct?
Yes.
How did that work? I always told it was like the best Halloween by everyone that was around for that, but I don't know if that's true because a
Honestly,
lot less items than were released than nowadays. So
my opinion, I gotta say it wasn't the best Halloween. For that, honestly, the best Halloween is gonna be this year. That hasn't even started. But right now, in past memory, 2018 was better because it was that murder mystery mansion thing.
oh
I
yeah,
actually really enjoyed that, and there also had a rerun of the 2017 event from back then. So yeah, it
yeah.
was great. It was great. 2018, but still, 2017 has a certain charm to it. It was the first of its kind. It's what you know revived Brickhill from the great drought of 2017. Summer. I've already spoken about that on Brickcast, but
Mhm.
still, summer was completely dead. But still, the Halloween was what revived it with a Halloween building contest, an event, multiple things to do on site and in game, and the introduction of figures,
Oh
which was
yeah,
really neat with the
yeah.
Patient Zero. That was a very
Yeah.
cool thing. While
Speaking of
where
figures,
uh,
what the heck happened to them? You played around when figures were a thing. I'm sure. So how many people were like using them on site? Were they like a common thing back then to see people
Plenty.
wearing, or how so?
Yeah,
Really?
like yeah, honestly, a lot of people were using them. The Patient Zero, even I actually had it a part of my outfit for the longest time. Like it would be like my
I,
iconic thing. I had two
yeah.
arms out, but then randomly it broke when the render just completely failed to do anything about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a very popular feature when it was around.
I don't know why features were just basically disbanded because I feel like they were a really good feature. And honestly, I wish I was around to test them because I remember in 2019, several people in the forums just one point were digging and we found Patient Zero. We were like, "What the heck is this?" And then we asked them, like 2017ers, I forget who. I think one of them was Red Sonic. I don't know if you know who that is. But we asked him, and he said that it was a old figure that would change your guy into like a zombie. And I was like, oh my god, that's amazing. And I wish they didn't ditch him because that's such a good idea. And that
Honestly,
the name is original kind of too. Like instead of like RB34 or something crazy. I don't know, like how like Roblox has like R13 and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
they didn't really ditch it. Thing is, I've heard people talking about the people who like in charge of development, aka Space Builders, saying that figures once a new client comes out and a couple of after it gets put in, it's going to be used as emotes.
Oh
Figures because
wow.
back then there had no really way to register the figures in game, but in the future they're going to be reserved for emotes. Right now, it's impossible to do it with the client that we have right now. You
Yeah.
can't really have any emotes or whatever, but it's going to be a thing within the either future or far future whenever the new client's out. Everyone's been using it for a couple of months. Yeah, it'll for sure become a thing. Well, not for sure, but there's been talks of reviving it.
Well, that's
Yeah.
good. That's good. That's good. Because I was
One
always
day,
curious.
Patient Zero will be fixed.
I hope so. I want to see it in all of its glory.
Yeah,
Um,
it was very
speaking of
glorious.
new client, what do you think about it? If I think you bought the new workshop. Am I correct? I think.
Oh, I didn't buy it. No, I was within
Yeah,
the
yeah.
original team
You were
for a
originally
long
one.
while.
That's
The
what I
one,
think. Yeah. What do
yeah,
you?
from the S2, the new devs client.
Oh wow.
It's very, very, very nice. A huge improvement. Like, honestly, I cannot wait until it's finished so that the good old game maker workshop can be kicked to the curb because this is the future of Brickhill, and I'm very excited for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Honestly,
And the problem
I'm
is,
hyped.
I don't know if you know this. I'm gonna send you a few images right now. I've been having problems with my client, and not even Smartline can fix it. It's I'll just send you the images. And I can't fix it. It's something wrong with the client that several people are getting, and I don't know. The tools won't even load.
Oh, I remember. That reminds me of an old bug, an extremely old Brickhill bug from back in the day.
For real?
Yeah. Yeah, they had like when the workshop was first being developed, when it was first was a thing, like it wasn't even released to the beta testers. There had a bug where the face would turn into the t-shirt like that. Oh, that's neat. Not neat for you because you can't play it, but still,
Yeah.
the fact that an old bug resurfaced,
Yeah,
Wow.
and it's crazy because it's like an infection. In the middle of the game, you'll start getting first you'll get the T-shirt on your head, right on your face. Then you'll get the basic T-shirt on your chest. Then arm, then legs. And it's like an infection. It happens over the time of you playing the game. I saw it happen to people in real time, including myself.
Yeah, and yeah, that's kind of weird. And again, like I said, it's an old bug that came back. Well, back then it was not necessarily just the default. It was just any T-shirt, really. So, that's very interesting. I don't know how to fix it because I'm not a technical guy necessarily like that.
Smartline doesn't even know how to fix it. They're just gonna have to wait to fix the client. So if they can't fix it with this client, I'm just gonna have to wait till the actual new client releases.
Hey,
so
do you have the? Did you buy the access to the new client?
not yet. I need to soon, but
You should.
I know. I need to make a video on that. But the thing is, so when the new Halloween event releases, which I think is gonna. Have you ever you play Roblox? I'm sure of it.
Of course.
Have you ever played a game called Trick or Treat in Hollowsville or The Ghosting Hour?
Well, Hollows Eve, you know the one where you went house to house getting candies.
Yeah, and they threw it on the ground. Is that correct? They threw it on the ground.
Played a little bit of it. Yeah, it's.
Yes. That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm thinking that the event will be like.
Yeah.
And if it is,
I've had a couple of thoughts. Yeah.
And if it is, when my video starts, I'm gonna be like, "It's your favorite Brickhill superhero here, T-shirt man, with another video," and it's just gonna show my avatar broken, playing the game. That's what I'm expecting.
Believe it or not, that won't be the only game. There's gonna be multiple.
Oh, really?
One game per week. Yes, that's how it's gonna plan.
Amazing.
Notice Spawnfever has multiple sets, right?
Oh, wow.
And so there's gonna be multiple games. That will not be the only one.
Oh, awesome. How cool would it be if they brought back the murder mystery game?
That would
imagine.
Be cool, but again, that would be kind of kind of lazy, but still a nostalgic blast in the past.
Yeah. But the thing is, if I just hope they don't make it too hard. I hope they make it fun for everyone, but not too grindy. You know what I mean? Because 25 free items, that's amazing. But you already know some are going to be hard and some will not. I'm just hoping they don't release another ghost bag item. Like, remember that from last year? Purely luck. Purely luck.
Oh, and also that reminds me of like the Comet space item from 2017. Same thing. God. Also, talking of 2017, did you know that there's one item that's completely forgotten that was released alongside with Patient Zero within the same game event?
Really?
This one, Zombie Bat. And not many people know that this item is a thing, but
I remember. I know that this is a thing. I know that. I remember seeing this a ton.
And it's at the same time as Patient Zero, so it's basically
for some reason
Patient Zero, an underachieving brother.
Yeah, and it reminds me of like those zombie strike Nerf guns for some reason. I don't know. That's what that item reminds me of. I don't like the green Nerf guns. I don't know if you know what they are, but basically like zombie strike, and that's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, for sure. So,
but yeah,
do you have any other questions?
Last question. So this one might be a little crazy, but how did you get your name Blocky? It might be simple, it might not. But how did you come up with it?
I already explained this story on Brickhouse, but still, I'll explain it again. My username, the way I got mine was that it wasn't me who made it. It was my mother back in 2010.
Oh, really?
On Roblox, yeah. And my first Roblox name was Blocky 2003 because, the Roblox was Blocky, right?
Yeah.
So this username goes way back to 11 years ago.
That is insane. I didn't even know you played Roblox in 2010. That's amazing.
I'm an older Roblox player, and I've been playing Roblox since age of 7. So that's
amazing.
Fun.
I've only been playing since like age 9. No, age 8. And now I'm 15, going 16 eventually.
Nice,
so
nice.
I'm not an OG. I'm not an OG, and honestly, I don't really care. I'm not. We all play Roblox for fun, so I mean, I like it.
Yeah, and honestly, those who judge based off of join dates, kind of dumb, kind of ridiculous.
That's why I hate. The Brickhill forums when they're talking about join dates, it's kind of like high school supremacy. How there's seniors and then there's sophomores, freshmen, and juniors. You know what I mean? Like high school supremacy, it goes 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th.
Yeah, but then.
So yeah.
so ridiculous. Like, I go on the forums, I see some. Oh my god, all 2020ers should be gone.
Oh,
And
yeah, exactly. Petition to delete all 2020ers and 2021ers.
yeah, like, come on.
And the funny thing is, 2019ers and 2018ers agree with it. They say, "Oh, I'm speaking for all 2019ers here," and I want all 2020ers and 2021ers gone. And I'm like,
Whenever
no,
like that, I just say how like comparing join dates are cringe.
It is cringe, honestly, because I don't know how it is to be experienced by like a 2020er, how they like basically bully the 2019ers, bully them, because I was a 2019er and I never really got bullied, and I don't know what term to use. I feel like bullied is the only one I can use. That's not like stupid.
The funny thing is that this has been a thing even since first day of Brickhill. Like, I was well, not bullied, but like teased for being the last one to join on March 18th. Like, if you check, you'll see that I'm the last one.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah, the last one to join on March 18th, and because of that, I was teased on the forums. It's been a thing forever, and it'll forever be a thing, and it's just so cringe, bro.
Man, that sucks.
Stop it now.
Yeah, but now I know I said the last question was the one before, but this one is honestly the last one. What do you think is going to happen in the future of Brickhill? How do you think it's going to end? Do you think it will end up as popular as Roblox someday, or as popular as Roblox in 2010, 2011, 2012s? Or where do you think it's going to end up?
It's gonna. That's a pretty difficult question because you can't really see the future.
Exactly.
And I don't like predicting things, but yeah, honestly, Brickhill, I see it being way more popular than it is now, and I see it as a retreat for those who don't like the way Roblox is going now with all the corporate garbage.
Yeah.
Dealing to investors.
Yeah.
So I see Brickhill being the alternative.
Yeah,
for users who do not like the direction that Brickhill is going right now.
The thing is, I'm not very acquainted in the Roblox community anymore. I more so just play for the games, and Brickhill is a community that I am acquainted with. I literally have a real-life Brickhill shirt that I wear to school, by the way, and get bullied for. They're always like, "Wow, you're wearing a Roblox shirt? Nerd." And I'm like, "It's Brickhill! It's not Roblox!" Stop! That's literally what it's.
The thing is that my parents still, on occasion, call Brickhill Block City.
Really? That's hilarious. That's awesome.
Yeah. Like, oh, you're streaming on Block City. Like, no, Brickhill, get it right. I've been playing this game for 4 years.
Yeah. So yeah. Other than that, thank you for joining me today in the video. Appreciate it. So yeah. All of Blocky's things will be linked in the description, his channel and Brickcast, and I don't know if you want me to link your Discord server, I can also link that if you want.
You can link it my YouTube channel, and they'll find it if they really want to.
Alright, and make sure to check out his streams, because sometimes he's literally counting up to, what's the user, 100,000th user, right?
Right now. Let me actually see the exact number that I have to go to. I just gotta find the notepad thing.
Oh, man.
User count stream. So, right now, I'm at user 70,000, and what's left is 109,002 users left.
Dang, you're not gonna get to me. I'm like in 100 and like, I want to check right now. My own name.
Yeah,
let's see. My main account is in the 144,019, and now I'm gonna go to my original account, Ninfo, which I didn't use. That's a funny story. That one is user 120,740. So,
I see.
When you get to 100,000, do you think you're gonna go up to 200,000 or?
I don't know what's gonna happen. I want the user augmentations to stop so I can do something else. But they just keep coming. They just keep coming. I've been doing the same thing for 3 years, Ninfo.
Have you actually?
Yes, November 2018. I've started it.
Oh my god, that's insane. And it just keeps going?
It won't stop. It won't stop.
You've been doing it for 3 years. That's some real dedication. Oh my god.
Yeah, and just it's my curse.
And honestly, I thought your 24-hour stream was hard. Oh my god, doing that for 3 years. 3 years, the same title? Oh my god!
3 years for the same stream. We're up to 40 parts now.
Amazing. Alright, well, like I said, I'm going to end the video. Thank you for joining me for the second episode of Let's Talk About Brickhill, the epic podcast. I almost said the epicest, but that would be a little controversial because you own another podcast. So, yeah. So yeah, make sure to check out everything Blocky owns in the description, and subscribe to me as well, because I want that big number, 1.1K. Come on, let's get it. Yeah.
Funny.
So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later.